Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm a movement and evidence-based chiropractor, and every Tuesday I post a new follow-along video designed to get you out of pain as quickly and efficiently as possible. Today's video is a before bed mobility routine. With most of the movements, I've cued certain breathing patterns that I'd like you to try, but when in doubt, just come back to a nice slow inhale through the lower rib cage and then a slow exhale through the nose or the mouth. If you have any questions on how to progress or modify a movement that I haven't already shown, please feel free to comment below, because the movements are designed to fit your body. Your body's not meant to fit the movements. If you've seen this before and you already know the movements that you want to do, there are timestamps below. Let's get to it. We're going to start with a few spinal roll downs. So with this, you want to go pretty slow. If you think you're going slow enough, try to go even slower. You want your feet about hip width apart, and you want to try to keep your legs as straight as possible. If there's a slight bend though, that's totally okay. You want to tuck your chin and slowly roll your spine all the way down just to whatever depth feels comfortable, and then slowly roll back up. To make it a little bit easier, you can go ahead and widen your stance. Same thing, you're just going to roll all the way down, and then when you come up, if you want to, you can extend your neck just to get a good stretch in the neck as well. Now we're going to get into a few hip openers. With this, you can hold onto a wall or chair for support. I like to pretend that I'm climbing over something, so I make sure that I get my heel and my leg high enough. And then we're going to climb the opposite way over that obstacle that we're pretending to climb over. And be careful for your balance there. And then you're going to do the opposite side. Again, slowly climbing over something, lifting that knee, lifting that heel up in the air, feeling that rotation and that opening in the hip and in the glute. For balance, pretend like you're driving your foot into the ground, and that can help a lot with stability. Now we're going to flow between a cat-cow and a child's pose. So get comfortable on your knees and on your feet. We're going to start with the cat-cow. So inhale as you look up to the sky. You're going to let the belly drop, booty stick out. Exhale as you push the ground away from you and look between the legs. Then widen your knees, and you're going to sit back into a child's pose. Hold it for an inhale and an exhale. Then we're just going to flow between the cat-cow and the child's pose. Take your time. You don't need to go this fast. You want to honor your breath, what feels good to you. If the child's pose feels good for you, feel free to hold that. But really with the cat-cow, I want you to focus on every time you look up and you're inhaling, you're arching your back, you're sticking your booty out, you're looking up to the sky, so we really get a nice full spine stretch. And then as you exhale, you're rounding your back, you're pushing the ground away from you to feel your shoulder blades move out of the way as you tuck your booty underneath you. When we go into the child's pose, you want feet together and knees apart. So the easy way to do that is when you're about to go into child's pose, just slightly open up your knees, your feet are going to naturally come together, and just drop down, focus on your chest going down into the floor. Now for some open books. This is one of my favorites because you can do it from the comfort of your bed, so it's perfect before bed or right when you wake up. Start by getting nice and comfortable on your side with your knees tucked just for some stability or support. You want to inhale when your hands are together, and then you exhale as you twist open. I like to watch my top hand the entire time, so we make sure we get our neck involved with this too, add some good rotation, and it's a great way before bed just to make sure everything's moving really well, everything's nice and loosey-goosey for the night ahead where you're just kind of laying there in one position. Feel free to take your time with this one. If it feels good to lay open for a while or rotate it open, go ahead and do that. And now we're going to switch sides to the other side. Again, you just want to get nice and comfortable on your side, bend the knees for support. Inhale with your hands closed. Exhale as you rotate and open up. Your head is going to follow your hands, so we get some good rotation throughout the thoracic spine or the mid-back and the neck. This is also a really good one to do if your belly ever hurts, because it helps to add rotation into the abdominals to speed up some of our digestion. And now on to some knee to chest. This is another great one you can do before bed, right when you wake up. It doesn't really matter. This is just really good to add movement into that low back. So with this, you just want to bring one knee up to your chest, inhale, and then as you exhale, you're just going to roll over to the other side and try to get your knee as close to the bed or to the ground as possible, but it doesn't need to touch if that doesn't feel accessible to you. So you're going to bring your knee up to your chest, give it a hug, inhale, exhale as you bring the knee over. You can have your hand on your knee if you want to add a little bit of overpressure to add a little bit more of a stretch into that low back. And then your opposite hand, it can either be on your hip, on your back, you can lay it flat on the ground, whatever feels comfortable to you, your arm and your shoulder. Then once you've done a couple of those, you're going to bring both knees up to your chest for a bit of a hug. And finally, we're just going to get into a Savasana. So this is a yoga term, and all we want to do is lay like a starfish. So you want some space between the armpits and some space between the inner thighs. You just lay there. You can tuck the chin, it quiets the ego. This is really peaceful to end the night, just focusing on your breathing. Slow inhales through the nose for about 4 seconds. Slow exhales through the nose for 6 to 8 seconds. We want to focus on those exhales being longer than the inhales to really quiet the nervous system and increase the parasympathetics, which is our rest, relax, digest part of our nervous system, and perfect to focus on right before bed. Great job taking that time out of your day to give your body that movement that it needs. If you have any questions, please comment below. Subscribe so you never miss a video, and together we're going to help you move better, feel better, so you can do more and live your life pain-free. See you next time.